Reid Detmers of the Angels throws a no-hitter on the night that Shohei Ohtani received all of his MVP awards. So I show up early. That's why I decided to go down there, show up, get there for Shohei's acceptance of these awards. Now, when I say these awards, there was a table full of about 20 different awards he had won. It was wild, all from one season. He got his MVP award, his Silver Slugger was there, his first all MLB team, his second team MLB, his ESPY award. I mean, it was all there. It was remarkable to be there for that, and I was one of the few to be able to be down on the field watching him accept that and wave to the crowd and have people chant his name and chant MVP. That was awesome, all while Justin's no-hitter was going on. So I'm like taking a picture of Shohei and then going back to my phone and taking a picture. And then that ends up happening. The game immediately starts, and I took it all in from the stands. And it was a special night. And let me start by saying hats off to the Angels fans, to the crowd. I mean, starting in the 5th inning, that place was rocking with every single passing out. Reid Detmers was fantastic. He was brilliant on the mound. He could do no wrong that night. It was really, really special to see. And then we get to the 8th inning and eventually the 9th inning, and it was special. It is the only no-hitter that I have ever seen in person. Aside, I threw one in high school, but we'll take that one out of it. Besides the no-hitter that I threw myself in high school, it is the only no-hitter that I have ever seen in person. And it didn't disappoint. It was awesome. It was really cool to see. I was losing my mind. I was going nuts. The crowd was going nuts. Reid Detmers became the youngest Angels starting pitcher in history to throw a no-hitter. Youngest pitcher to throw a no-hitter for any team since Anibal Sanchez in 2006. 12th no-hitter in Angels franchise history. First solo no-hitter this season. Reid Detmers tweeted after the game, "What an amazing night and a dream come true. Thank you to all Angels fans, my teammates, and coaches. It was a night I will never forget." You know what's cool about that? It was a night that I will never forget and a night that every single fan in attendance there will never forget. It was awesome. It was special. It was really cool being there.
Yeah, I mean, that was obviously the biggest highlight of the game was the no-hitter. But that game was absolutely bonkers.
There were so many highlights from that game.
I mean, let's dive into some of the other ones. Mike Trout had a couple home runs.
Yeah, so I feel like every game I go to, every Angels game I go to, Mike Trout is hitting a home run. And he hit 2 that night. Mike Trout hits 2 home runs in that game, the same game that a no-hitter happened. Shohei gets multiple hits, hitting rifle doubles off the wall. That happened. Brett Phillips, friend of the podcast.
Big friend of the pod.
Absolutely an electric factory on the baseball field. Just hyping up the entire crowd, by the way. He comes in, plays deep. He comes in to play right field later in the game. The crowd loves him. Like, a beach ball fell out onto the field, and the bat boy or the ball boy was going over to run over and pick it up and they don't throw it back in the stands. He raced over and got it first and threw it back into the stands. He was throwing he caught the last out of an inning. He threw the ball up into the stands for him. That was awesome. But then he came in to pitch. The Angels had a massive lead. I mean, a massive lead. Who better to come in than two-way sensation Brett Phillips? I mean, I will remember it forever. 2 unicorns, same field, 2 two-way superstars, Brett Phillips and Shohei Ohtani. This is incredible. The Rays tweeted this. It really is a special thing to witness someone play the game 2 ways, and to do it in such an exciting way. I hope Angels fans appreciate what they are seeing. What a great tweet. And they followed that up by saying, this is a tweet about Brett Phillips pitching. So let's dive into that or to that outing a little bit. And I was going to bring on Brett Phillips to talk about this, but he's being Brett Phillips and taking a bunch of kids with his wife to Busch Gardens in Florida today, so he wasn't able to come on. But what a legend. He comes in to pitch. First, he gets to face Mike Trout, Shohei Ohtani, Anthony Rendon. He gives up a first pitch absolute bomb to Mike Trout. I mean, but he's doing the whole thing he always does. The funny leg kick. He threw it in there at like 50 miles an hour, trying to get it down in the zone, get a rollover. Didn't happen. Trout hits an absolute bomb. Shohei comes up, next batter, hits a rifle off the right field wall, literally like a foot away from hitting a home run. And then comes Anthony Rendon, which is another point that happened. This game was wild. I mean, madness. Anthony Rendon comes up. Everybody knows Anthony Rendon. Right-handed hitter, great hitter for the Nationals, and now for the Angels. Has been a great hitter his whole career. Guess what he's never done? He has never once hit left-handed in his career. Guess what he did the other night? He hit left-handed. And the first pitch he saw left-handed, he hit a home run. I mean, I was losing my mind in the stands. Do you realize how difficult it is to do this? I tried to take BP like once a year left-handed, and I was basically incompetent. It was so difficult. Then he does it in a game and hits a home run. Unbelievable.
I mean, I know like baseball purists will probably not like what I have to say, but Brett Phillips to me is worth the price of admission when he's able to come into games like this. Like, it's like taking a player from the Harlem Globetrotters and putting him in the NBA, and you're like, I have no clue what I'm going to get tonight from this guy, but there's going to be at least one special moment, whether it's him making a diving grab, pitching in a game, like just doing all these unorthodox things. But like, he is such a bright light that I think more people need to realize, and he's such like a good sport when it comes to all of it, you know, like after he gets a 2-run shot hitting off him, Trout hits a home run, he's tipping the cat to the crowd. Like, he is just electric. People need to realize that like position players pitching in baseball is actually one of the coolest things.
Yeah, it's really fun, and he does a really good job. It becomes entertainment. And at that point, when you are bringing the tweet just popped up from Brett after the game. He tweeted, "You got lucky at Mike Trout." Incredible. I mean, it becomes entertainment, and there is a point. And for those that don't seem to understand it, you bring a position player in to pitch because you don't want to burn all of your arms in the bullpen. The game is already out of hand. You're most likely not going to come back. You don't have a good chance. So you don't want to use some of your good arms in the back of the bullpen. You want to bring in somebody, a position player, that's able to try and get you some outs and save some arms in the back end of that bullpen. Brett Phillips does that, and he does a great job of entertaining the fans while he's doing it. So why not? Why not let him do it? You know, obviously he doesn't want to go out there and give up a bunch of home runs, but he went out there, he got 3 outs, he saved a bullpen guy from having to come in and pitch. He entertained the crowd while doing it. They loved him, and he tipped his cap coming off the field. It was awesome. Look at this tweet from Sam Blum, tweeted yesterday, Shohei Ohtani doubled off of Brett Phillips. Today, Brett Phillips singled off of Shohei Ohtani. The two best two-way players on the planet going head-to-head. I love this sport. I will never forget when we had Brett Phillips on this show. We've had him on a few times, a good friend of the show. And we went back and forth for a while talking about how he was basically Shohei Ohtani. It was remarkable. I mean, it's the entertainment factor, and he brings that more than anyone. And he started it. He started and has his own brand. Baseball is fun.
Thanks for watching. If you love flipping bats, swinging 3-0, or just talking ball, join us. Call us at 213-537-9339 with your questions. We have a weekly guest, and we have a lot of fun, so hit that subscribe button.